Okay, let's get stuck in. Let me see. Okay. Hi, everyone. Okay, so for you guys who are watching this on the playback, I'm nearly done with the accompaniment stuff, so all this is going to go into the course. And, excuse me. Excuse me. All this is going to go into the course over the next couple of days. Okay, so if you're in one of the courses, I'll give you an update and let you know where you can download all of the accompaniment stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to try and finish off today the A one and maybe even the E minor one. We'll see. Okay, so just to show you guys how I'm putting it together, so it's sort of behind the scenes. Okay, so I think I've got, let me see, I don't need that or that or, nope, that or that. Let me see what we have. I'm going to check the audio for that actually. What does that sound like? That or, nope, that or that. Let me see what we have. Oh good, I'm going to check the audio for that actually. That's brilliant, that works. Okay, so I'm just going to record some live stuff then for the key of A minor. So how long do I get into bouzouki mode? Bouzouki. So I've already got the baron down, I've got the strumming down, I've got the sort of octaves down for the bouzouki. Okay, so now it's time to get the... Ooh. Lovely. Okay, let's see, where are we with this? You guys actually don't even need to see the strumming for this, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think there's much. Yeah, I'm not doing anything interesting with, you know, this side. It's just going to be this part. So what I'll do actually for, this will be a first, is I'm going to actually hide the second one. Let me see that other camera. If I do that. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Let's see how out of tune we are. If I get the tuner going. Bit flat. No, that's almost. Okay, let's hear this. To me that sounds sharp, but the tuner's telling me it's okay. Okay. Yeah, it comes out as sharp then when I strum. Okay, not to worry. Let's see if I can get I'll show you guys what it looks like, what I'm doing here on this side. I'm going to add another track. I can actually duplicate this, surely. I just do that. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Just going to delete everything that's in there already. Make sure that it's coming out of both speakers just, or both sides. Don't want any panning just yet. And if I just arm that. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be my recording. I'm going to keep the metronome going and let's have a go. Yeah, it's 2, 3, 4. 10 and A. It should be, if I bring up the app for a second. Yeah. Can we please? There we go. That's what I'm playing there. Three, four. Let's stop it there for a sec. Just go back to the desktop just to show you what that kind of looks like at the stage. So I just play here. Oh. Oh, it's a wee bit quiet. That's the final. Believe it or not, that is the final decibel level I'm looking for, is minus 14.6, because I'll be adding another track. This is all going to be panned all the way to the right, and then the other one will be panned all the way to the left, and then there's going to be other bouzouki stuff added on top of it. So, yeah. So let's just get this one nice and tidy, I think. Yeah. Okay. So maybe actually I could record a wee bit more in that track. Just get everything down at once. Yeah, I'll do that. So maybe now we could add the capo. If we go back to the bouzouki here. So that was just to get a nice sort of droney, as you can tell. Nice droney bouzouki. But now when I add the capo on to 7, I should get like a nice high bouzouki. So you'll have two bouzouki sort of tracks, each of which will be panned left and right. Okay, here we go. Let's make sure everything is armed. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Radio. So believe it or not, that's about all the stuff that I have that I want to record into this project. I'm just going to go back to my bases to show you what's going on. And also, I might be able to break free. So we are going to be looking at some tunes tonight as well, but I just want to finish this off in order to use this, actually. So I'm just going to put my bouzouki away for a sec. And let me just... I probably don't need all this stuff now. Actually, there's maybe one more that I do want. Yeah. Maybe. Everything seems to be quite strummy, so it might be nice to have just, you know, bum diddy dum diddy dum. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we'll do one more. One more. Yeah, let me see, just arm that again. Move this out of the way. Okay, so if I just do from here. Here we go. That'll do. Okay, here we go. Back to normality again. Yeah. I'm always terrified of hitting that camera. There's a camera that looks right down at my piano, and I've always just got to be sure that I don't smack it with the bouzouki. Noisy bouzouki. Okay. Now, if I, go back into this part, I probably can delete everything else now. Let me see. Don't really need anything there. This is all the live stuff that I recorded. Don't really need anything there. And the ornament stuff is we'll add in our new ornaments. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is have we look-see at this. Okay, so it really doesn't pick up in volume until there, so I'm just going to, you know, edit that stuff out there. Don't really need that. And I'm actually going to, now it is minus 14.5, so, but I am going to turn it up just so we can actually hear it. It's a wee bit at a time. Wee bit late. Yeah, so you can actually see that's the wave there, and it should be here, you know, lining up with the bar. So I'm just going to move everything a little bit over, and just to see, does that make everything nice and neat now? And maybe this just begins a wee bit rough, but I'm just going to see how we get on with this. Yeah, now if we make that, we cut that off just to here. Is that going to be too? Let's see. That's okay. Borrow. Is that the same as this? this looks more uniform. I can just tell, like, from the looks. You see the way this wave here, it doesn't really build it sort of builds an intensity, and then I sort of, for some reason, calm down, and then, you know, it builds the intensity at the end. Whereas this is kind of uniform. This is probably a better take then. Yeah, it just actually even begins right on the dot. That's perfect. So let's just get rid of all that then. If only you could do this live. Enough more in time. Oh, nice triplet. I didn't realize I put in triplets, but there you go. Everywhere. Okay, just before this last boom, I just want to cut that. Yeah, cut that off. Get rid of that for a sec. Now this should be the same, yeah, stuff that I've got in here. Yeah, same sort of effects with channel EQ and the reverb. So it should be the same. Yeah, it is. So I can just take this and just drag it up here now and arm this track. So I should have one Bouzouki track laid down for this quite soon. Now I've really zoomed quite far in. Really don't need to go that far. Let's see. Does it begin on time? It does. Let me just hear it a wee bit more. It sort of ends a bit abruptly, which is, you know, can be easily taken care of. Just going to copy this and then paste it in here because I just want that to be a loop, you know, for all this. Like, how long is that's 45 seconds? I want this to last a good 10 minutes, so it's going to be looped at least 10 times just to, you know, make sure that we get some uniform take. So I've copied that, just paste it in there. And now what I can do is just listen to see the way there's going to be a hard cut there, but I want to hear just to see what it sounds like. Well, it really wasn't that much. Get rid of the metronome for a sec. Get rid of the baron as well for a sec. Yeah, okay. So what you can do here is tidy that up just by fade in, fade out from one track to the other. There we go. I didn't really notice it. Okay, so what I can do now is copy both of those and do that the whole way through. Make sure that I'm absolutely spot on every time. Yeah, see the way the bars, 481, 641, 800 and... Oh, we're going a wee bit over here, but not to worry. Like, it's titchy, this. I not really care too much if it overlaps by a, you know, a thousandth of a second. Nobody who's going to hear that. Let me just see how and I'm probably going actually more than what I need to. Yeah. So that's the end of the track there. So what I can do actually is, yeah, get to the end here. Just cut that out. Yeah, from there. Don't need that. Okay, so that should be, if I just go to the end of it, just to listen with the bar on, it should still be in time with the bar on, hopefully. Okay, so that is okay. And now what we do is we pan that all the way to the left and duplicate it and pan it all the way to the right. So it's way out in the back of the headphones, or if you're listening to like, you know, surround sound or something, it's in the back and the boron should be up front in the middle. I want the boron. I never touch the boron or drums in general if I'm doing this for somebody. I always have the drums like right in your face, you know, so it's always in the middle, just because everybody else, especially if it's a track you're listening out for and you're sort of going to be accompanying yourself with, you know, using it as a metronome, basically, you want that boron to be the main thing. So that's, if you're wondering why do we not do anything with the boron, that's the reason why. Okay, so now the whole thing should be nice and uniform. Yeah. Now what I need to do is turn it all back down to, what was it, I think 14.9. Just let's get rid of the... It may sound like I'm, you know, really turning it down quite a bit, but believe it or not, when you start adding in the other stuff, because they're going to be adding in more Bouzouki here, at least another 3 tracks, you don't want it to be too loud, otherwise this goes way into the red and it just sounds awful. Okay, so 14.9 is... well, that'll do. So the boron's up front. Okay, next. Okay, so the next one should be... what's this? Oh, have I still got those muted? Yeah. There we go. No, that's the high part. Okay. Well, then we're actually going to end up with 6 tracks, because that's the high end. And then there's the arpeggiated version. Wow, okay. So yeah, probably need to turn them down even more, but we'll see. Because I'm also going to have like little trills and stuff going on. So just let me check to make sure those 2 tracks are the same. Yeah. It's going to bring him down here for a sec. And let's have a listen. Yeah, it's a wee bit out of time because I moved it. I shouldn't have moved it. That was silly. But I could probably say, yeah, like there's bar 21 and there's the strike. So it's probably, you know, if I just move it to something like that, you know, where there's bar, it should hopefully try and be in time. Yeah. Oh, wee trills there too. Okay, so where would be a good spot to cut? $18 maybe, I think is good. Yeah, it's a wee bit early. So what I do tend to do there is just go a little bit before the strum, blade from there, get rid of the intro, and maybe just do like a bar. Yeah, from there to there, and then blade again, and then treat this to polyphonic. Yeah, so you select, you see the flex time where you can move time inside of these a wee bit if you're a little bit out. I wouldn't recommend doing this over a long track. If you've messed up the timing completely, just re-record the thing again. So what for you guys who are doing this for my course, yeah, just select the wee flex time thingy, and it should say polyphonic auto. And because I just keep copying the same project over and over again, so that's happy days, that is actually. But if it isn't, you just go in here. It's probably if monophonic for you guys. Okay, if you're creating a new track, just select it to polyphonic time. And then what you want to do is hover over this thing with the polyphony thing activated. There we go. See the way it's analyzing. There we go. And you see the way you've got this little, it has to be that icon. Hopefully you guys can see that. You don't want this one or that one or this one. Okay, it's 4 separate icons depending on where you are. Okay, so if you're here, you're going to be end up moving stuff inside of a bar, or maybe even adding little edit marks, little check marks, and you don't want to be moving this stuff around or this stuff around. You want to be moving the whole thing, because we've cut off one bar from the rest of the track here, and all we're going to do is just push this back so that the beginning lines up with bar 18. See the way if I do this, there we go. So everything there that's highlighted in white, everything was pushed back. Because if the beginning is out, you can probably be pretty sure the second, third, and fourth beat are going to be out as well. So you don't want to start messing around with each individual beat if you do these icons here. So don't be worrying about those. Just that's all I ever use actually for flex time, is that one going forward and backward. Well, let's listen to it. Hopefully it's in time of the metronome if I just play that over. Yeah. 3, 4. There we go. Okay, so that one's done. Let's get out of flex time. Maybe that I should have done the rest in there. Yeah, because some of them do look a wee bit out. Okay, maybe the whole thing is out. If I just undo, and undo that, just to see. I move the whole thing. Just zoom ahead a wee bit. Yeah, the whole thing was actually, maybe because I moved it, that was the thing. Yeah, don't do what I did, which was really stupid, and move the clip into a different track. I was just getting a wee bit too ahead of myself there. Take your time with it, and listen to make sure that it is in time with itself. Yeah, it's fine. But at least you now know what happened to do if it is at the beginning of it's a wee bit off, or somewhere in the middle it's a wee bit off. Just lay it out or cut out that section that you want to edit. Make sure you do that you don't just move everything in the track. It may only be a part of it. And then make sure you select flex time here. Make sure it's polyphonic auto. Polyphonic auto, and make sure that it analyzes it. Sometimes you just have to turn it on and off a couple of times just to get it to start analyzing the track. And once it's through analyzing, it takes like a couple of seconds to analyze it. Then you can start messing around. And as I say, once you've selected flex time, the only one you should really be concerned about is the top part. Okay. Yeah, actually I'll have to go through it again. Deflect there, turn it on, turn it off. Yeah, see this one here? That's the only one you should ever really need to use, unless you've messed up a lot of stuff. And it is always quicker just to re-record. Okay, rather than trying to edit little tiny. And to be honest, I don't care if there's little mistakes in it, guys. It's better that it sounds more human. You don't want it sounding robotic. You don't want it too perfect. So it's not AI or anything. You do actually want to make sure that humans involved in playing the bloody thing. When does this stop? Oh my god. Ooh, okay, what's going on? Turn the bar on for a second so I can actually hear this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. Yeah, okay, so there would be a good place. 138. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay. Well, that's actually nice and big compared to a little bit larger, I think. So I was playing a little bit longer than the other tracks. That doesn't really care. It doesn't line up. Again, you want it to sound like that there's inconsistencies and make it sound like there's actually a live band. You don't want it too uniform and too perfect. There's no worry of that when it comes to me doing it. It's not. Oh, okay, make sure we actually start at the beginning. Yeah, bar 1, not negative. I always just keep it a little bit off from this stuff over here, just to make sure that I can see that everything starts at the same time. Okay, so I go back to the start. Yeah, just try that again. I didn't want to delete that. I accidentally deleted something there, and it's like, where did I put that? Okay, let's try that again. Let's bring it back to the beginning. Yeah. I forgot the thing for making sure that it snaps, but I always just check anyway. Yeah, just to be sure. Like, if I see how far I can zoom in. Yeah, okay, that's in time. It's quite loud. Okay, see, we're already approaching the yellow. High yellow. Okay, we're nearly into the red. So this is going to need turned down and everything as well once I've sort of edited it all out. Okay, 121. Okay, so I should be able just to trim that a wee bit without too much difficulty, and just copy that in here. Sounds okay, but again, you're always best just doing it as a solo just to make sure. And get rid of the metronome to see if there's any clicks. There's a wee bit. Because you can see that the strum from this is bleeding into the strum of a previous thing. So what you end up doing here, again, is just tidy it up with, what you call it, I always forget the name of this too. This tool, fade tool. Yeah. There we go. So it means it shouldn't have any click or anything, and when we copy it, it'll always have that little fade. There we go. Here it is again. Yeah. So hopefully you don't hear any click. There we go. Oh. And copy that and paste that over and over, because that's only what surely that can't be 2 minutes. Okay, well, it is. All right, so it's only like a minute of track. I thought it was only like 30 seconds or something, but it's long enough. Okay, here we go. So we're bar 241 and we're pasting. Now we're at bar 481, 721 and 961 to see the wee gap appearing. I don't really care too much about them, just as long as this is in the right place, because you're not going to hear any break. It's so small. Like if this is way over here or something, then yeah, extend it out or, you know, tidy it up. Oh, I've gone too far into the black. So obviously I don't need that, and I don't even need all that. Okay, same thing, copy and paste. Make sure this one is all the way to the left and this one's all the way to the right. Oh, and turn it down as well, of course. At the moment it's, yeah, 7.9 is a bit loud. Get it down to 14. So it should sound. The whole point of this is to make all 4 of these tracks sound like it's a bouzouki that's, you know, one bouzouki playing, and it's full. You know, it's got like a full sort of range of timbre. You've got the low end and the high end. There are apps out there which do this. You know, if you can't be bothered, there's little plugins and stuff you can get. I always recommend just making the effort and doing it, just to, you know, record yourself high, record yourself low. Because in a session, I tend to do that anyway. If I'm playing like with a guitar player, if they're playing without a capo, I'll add a capo just so that we're not, you know, overlapping in the same sort of sound area. So it's kind of nice to do that in the recordings as well, that, you know, you've got a low end and a high end. So hopefully this all gels nicely now. So yeah, I'll record it with a whistle afterwards, because it's not going to line up. The processing of it won't line up. I found that out the hard way a few weeks back when I was playing it and thinking I'm in tune and playing with myself. I was playing the tune, and then when I listened back to what it was on YouTube, what you guys were hearing, I was like half a bar out, so it sounded wick. But I know that it takes too much time for this to process and send through to YouTube, upload it at the same time, and do my audio at the same time, and the video, the actual screen and the camera. Yeah, so I haven't got like the most expensive setup, so, you know, it just couldn't handle all that. So I now know to bounce it as one track at the end when we're done, and then that's it. Don't have to have Logic open anymore. Oh. Oh, that's the end of thing. Okay. Radio. Don't need that. That's not a great one. Let me hear another one. That's better. Oh. Do-do-do-dum. That's like a Jake. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Da-da-da-dum. That's the one. Ba-ba-ba-bum. So from there. Da-da-da-dum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Maybe a bit more. Oh. Oh, that's a better one, actually, that last one. Let's do that, get rid of all that. Da-da-da-dum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. That's not good. Okay, so we can get rid of this. And also, if you find one that you like, you know, when you're doing the wee ornaments and stuff, make sure you drag like from this section from here backwards, you know, that you make that a bit larger, that you have like a decent sort of fade out. I don't want it like that. I want it more like, hold on a wee sec. There we go. Yeah, to get the right sort of icon to appear. There we go. I want it more like that. Yeah, so it doesn't fade out until about here, just to give it a wee bit more time. Da-da-da-dum. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Da-da-da-dum. Nope. No, definitely not. How many of these did I do? Oh. No, none of these are as good. That's the best one, I think. Okay, we're done with that one, so we can get rid of all those. I like that one, but let's hear the others. That's nice too. Yeah, I'll take that. I think I'll take the second one. It's a bit fuller. I can tell from the look of the wave that it is a bit full. There's a bit more of a sound to it, a bit more complete. I've even got the fifth in there, which is nice. Oh. This here. Excuse me, guys. Last one's good. Yeah. Da-da-dum. There. Okay, so there we'll do. And also, let's start fading these out a wee bit. You see the way I go to the end, and when that occurs, you can just pull back. Oh, there we go. And I'll just do like a straight fade out, but I think it's better to have like a curve, like that. There we go. And same thing here. If we just do the, yeah, back and just fade out like that. Da-da-dum. Okay, what else have we got? Da-da-dum. What's this? That's the better one, I think. I don't know why I did all these. Oh, this is a different one. Da-da-dum. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's different from this one. This one's da-da-dum. This is the dominant. This is the tonic. Da-da-dum. Yeah, okay, make sure you have all three. I did press blade. Come on. There we go. There we go. That's just dead. So we can, yeah, fade that out and fade that out and make that curved and make this curved as well. There we go. Okay. What else have we got? What's all this? Oh, yes, of course. Radio, let me just check these are the same. Yeah, okay. Get this down. Oops. Let's get this down here. Actually, I'm going to do this one first, believe it or not, even though we haven't really looked at this. It's just the dum dum bum 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 bum. It's just everything else was strumming, and this is more sort of individual plucking. Let's hear it actually. Let's get a wee bit before it there. It's a wee bit early. Yeah, so again, I'll probably do the thing that I did before, is just make sure. Yeah, it's not lining up. Yeah, so if I just move these guys in a wee bit more like this. No, that's not working. Okay, let's mute this for a wee sec. And this one. And just bring this to the front. Yeah, that first bar is a bit bad. Yeah, it's really round here that it begins to gel a wee bit better. So just take that out, get rid of that. That's better. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, so bar 53 is where we're gonna chop it off. There we go. Okay. Now, if we push this to the very beginning. Yeah, and it actually starts at the beginning too. Not too sure. Let me see. Let's give it the same treatment as everything else, and then we'll make a decision. What I think the higher version may gel better, I think. So let's just copy and paste this though, just to see how we're getting on, and then we'll have a look to see what is the audio comparison, you know, volume and everything, and pan it left and right. So treat it to the same as the others, and maybe that make it gel a wee bit better. So 193, I have to get this all the way up to 1,000 and something. Yeah. There. Delete and delete this. Okay. What does it sound like here? It's a bit loud. Dum dum dum. Yeah. I'll do two versions. Excuse me. I'm going to do the strumming as one track, and then the sort of more arpeggiated style, but take the bass out. I think this dum diggy dum diddy dum diddy dum is clashing with the bass drums, which are dum to junk. It's like a Bo Diddley sort of thing, you know, jum jum. whereas the other one is bum da da bum da da bum da da dum da da dum. It's sort of a different rhythm. It's too polyrhythmic, so but it does gel actually, I think, with the top bouzouki. So if I take the two bottom ones out and play it, that sounds good, I think. And if I take the arpeggiated version and add the bass in, that sounds good. But all six, it's too busy. Some people just like strumming, just like the guitar sound, and some people I think prefer, especially bouzouki players, would prefer maybe the arpeggiated sound. So I'm just going to mute the bass for now and just do it as arpeggiated style with bouzouki accompaniment. Okay, where should we put these diddle-dums? If we get rid of this for a sec and just, what's that? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay, so that should be maybe at the start, I think. Let's have the bar on going. So, bum da da dum. Go back to the start. Where does this go? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 dum. Okay, so that last wave dum should be happening there. Da 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 dum. Okay. Maybe even there. I'm trying to make it line up, you know, with like this is bar 16 beat 2. You know, if it's come out a wee bit. Yeah, for some reason it gives me weird, like bar 16 2, 16 3, 16 4, and then for some reason these weird ones in the middle, I have no idea. So there's the first, there's the second, there's the third, there's the fourth. And if anyone knows why do these ones come up, bar 16 beat 1.161. I don't know. So if anyone knows, let me know like what the heck is going on. That'd be nice to know. So I'm gonna make this line up with beat 2. Let's zoom as far as we can. Oh, that is as far as we can. Okay. That sounds right. Let's hear from here. One, two, three. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2. Okay, so that's gonna go there. What's the rest of them gonna be though? Let's see. This stuff over just to see where we're gonna put it. Oh, it's a wee bit out. It should be diddle-da. Here we go. Let's have a listen. Good. Oh. Nah, I'm gonna put that in there. What is going on here? Ah. Sorry guys, 2 secs. Ah, I think I know. Yeah, this has been cut out. There we go. What is this now? Diddle-dum. Okay, so it's really from here. Dum 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 diddle dum. Diddle dum. Yeah, it's probably better in there. Okay, so yeah, that's a wee bit out, so I'm just going to do that maybe. There we go. Okay, what's this one? Maybe in here. I think this is probably closer to here, yeah. Yeah. No, that's not right. What's going on here? Yeah, let's make it a wee bit thicker. I think it's probably actually, yeah. Beat 3. I want to try to put it into beat 4. Let's just see. Sorry guys, this is a wee bit finicky. You just see. Yeah. It's not out by much, but you know, just I'm trying to get it as accurate as possible. There we go. Because it is a wee ornament, I wanted to come in diddle-dum, you know, on the beat. Just like that one. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if we activate everything, just get rid of the mutes, I suppose. I just want to see where can I have these ornaments coming back. Let's copy all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they first appeared, is it like 16? Yeah, just after 16. Okay, so after 16 beats after the start of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 16 beats after the start of this. What would that be? Okay, so it'd be 209. So somewhere in there, 209 is where I'm going to be copying this thing. Let's have a look. That should be, everything should line up the same as before. Actually, I can tell there's something not quite, yeah, okay. I'm a bit late. Beat 2. Yeah. Let's get it just. Here we go. Okay. That was the last one, wasn't it? Yeah. This little ornaments, it just gives the music a wee bit of life, you know, that's all. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so 16 after 3, 8, 5 is 495,501. Is that right? Yeah, 501. 401. We're on a bit 501. 401. And doodledum, I wanted to come in there, maybe? 401. See, doodledum, oh, it might, should be like that. I know that has, sorry guys, my throat is awful. I know that has to be on the beat, doodledum, which means this should be probably close to this line here. Line it up. Yeah, for beat 2. Now that should hopefully come in. Yeah. Okay, it's all sounding pretty good, I think. I just, yeah, don't want that just yet. Okay, so what was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so what's that? 7, 6, 9? Yep, so 16 bars, so 7, 7, 9, 7, 8, 5. 7, 8, 5 should be there. So it should hopefully come in just around about here. Could be way off again. Am I ever going to get this right? Nope. Okay, because that should line up with this. There we go. And it'll also line up with this. And it should also, this should line up with that. You get used to these things after a while. Oh. What's going on? Oh. Yeah. Let's try that again. So do you notice, guys, that I don't have, ornaments coming in everywhere? Okay, you've got to let the music breathe a little bit. So this is just for accompanying, you know, so this could be somebody playing fiddle, flute, pipes, you know, whistle, whatever. So they don't want it overly ornamented, you know, diddly-dum, all over the place. So there's large sections where there's, you know, nothing happening. So between here, 249 and 348, there's nearly a minute there of just no ornaments at all. It's kind of nice just to let the, you know, let the rest of the instruments just fill it out. And I'm actually doing little triplet strums anyway in the bouzouki, so there's enough ornamentation going on in there somewhere. And in the bodhrán as well, you've got little triplets. Okay, so there's enough. Okay. Interesting. Did I not put in any? Okay, I might have needed it actually. No? Okay, that gelled very well then, those two, because I don't have any fade in or fade outs. Whereas the others I do. Yeah, so there's my fade. Like one track fading out as the other one's fading in, and this is fading out completely, and this is fading in completely. So I didn't actually do that for the other one. It just must have just worked. Okay. Let's bounce it. Let me see, bounce. That looks about right. Let's take a minute. Okay, just put it to desktop for now. Just let it work its way through. There it goes. Yeah, so it's a good 10 or 11 minutes long. As I say, I'm doing this for all the different tunes and tracks, guys. So there's one for jigs, one for reels, one for slip jigs, one for hornpipes, one for slides. And then what I'm going to be doing is recording them all again. I just want to get one tempo for each one just to make sure that it works. And then I'll go back and maybe record them slower, because they're not at full session speed, any of them. They're sort of just below it. Like a session tempo may be a little bit faster than 105. But it's at a good sort of, you know, speed to practice a tune that, you know, don't ever practice it, you know, too fast. You want to be able to make sure that you're concentrating and paying attention to the variations and ornaments and stuff that you're putting in. Or if you're doing the accompaniment stuff in the bouzouki, yeah, you want to be sure that you're got the right chord and got the right ideas, the right little motifs, and maybe improvise on the spot and see can you come up with other things. So it's easier to do that when the tempo is a bit more manageable. You don't want to be doing that at 130, 140 beats per minute. That's like, you know, session where everyone just goes full, you know, full beans. Your guy Jeff Curry said. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we're just over halfway through it. Yeah, it takes a while. So I've muted the bass tracks. I will do it again with the bass in and mute the arpeggiated tracks. I think I just wanted to, well, I just want to have the bouzouki accompaniment first, because I have quite a few students and people who watch this actually on YouTube as well. There's quite a few of you guys who are bouzouki players who are more interested in the bouzouki side of things. But there's one or two of you guys I teach who do play guitar as well. And, you know, that would be maybe something you may want to do with like lower sounds, you know, fill in the lower textures and get rid of this arpeggiated stuff. I don't think I'll make one with all 6 unless anyone requests it. Like some people may say, can you just give me one with all the tracks activated? I'd say, yeah, no problem. But just be aware that it doesn't gel as well. It's just too. It's just the texture's just too busy. I think the texture's just too busy. So if you really want it though, do let me know and I'll send it to you individually. But I won't be putting it up on the website, or anything like that. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna check my audio levels while we're here, just to be sure that this actually is coming out. Let me see. Go to live. The other one's fading in, and this is fading out completely. And this is, and in the bar on as well, you've got a little diddle-dum, little. Okay, diddle-dum. Yeah, it is working. Okay, good. Oh no, it's doing all the empty space. Yeah, I can easily get rid of that. Yeah, I forgot to make sure in my export and my bouncing that I don't include that. There we go. Just do that to get rid of it there. Okay, so that has been bounced, and there's probably a lot of empty space at the end. Yeah, it's 2 minutes of empty space. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, let's get rid of the empty space at the end, and let's just save that. That's good work. Good. I can always add more stuff to this. You see, that's the beauty of it, is if anyone says, can you add like maracas or, foot stomps or something, or, can you record a tune that you were teaching, on the flute or tin whistle or whatever, or pipes? Yeah, you can add that in. So now that we have the backing track, if anyone wants anything added to it, that's no worries. But let's tidy it up first of all with Vision. Excuse me. Yeah, see, empty space, look at that. Don't need all that. That'll do. I'm not coming down with something. Save. Okay, so now that that's saved, it should only be like 11 or something. Yeah, 11:48. That's more like it. Yep. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's add him to the mix. Now we've got one in A. Sweet. So we've got a reel in A, reel in D, reel in G, and that can go for major, minor, Aeolian, Dorian. Doesn't matter, because it's literally just the D, the G, the A chords. That's the whole point. So if you wanted something, if I just open this up, each one of these, they should sound, and there's the boron only accompaniment. They should sound slightly different, because I've recorded them all individually. So here's the one on the boron with the strums, and that's all that is for a good 11 minutes. So for bouzouki players, for any one of you guys who play bouzouki, that's maybe all that you want, is just, to have the boron rhythm, and then you can say, can you add in the whistle over the top of that, and then I can add a tune to that, a new tune every time. Build up a library, and then you can practice your accompaniment, and of course do it at different speeds as well. So that's quite fast. But yeah, that's the whole point. Here's the one in G. Here's the one in A that we just did. Here's the one in D with the guitar. Yeah, the D, the one in D may be a little bit, wow, a little bit bassy. Yeah, there's guitars in there. What are these actually? That's just me strumming. Coming in out of the left and the right. The strums. Bar on. Zicky. Yeah, you see like the ornaments for the one in D are very different, you know, compared to the ones that we just did in A. The ones in A were quite easy. This is just a little, if we diddle-a-dum, this is just a little trill on its own. Let me see, if we just select that. It's this one. Diddle-a-dum, diddle-a-dum. That's all that is, and then oh, there's a wee bit more. Okay. See, you can tell that these are just little like motifs and ornaments and stuff, but I've put them in sort of randomly throughout this, so it shouldn't sound, you know, too structured. You should be able to start a tune anywhere in this, like here. Yeah, so I might re-record that or just mute. The guitars are a wee bit bassy, I think. Wow. Whereas I think the one in A and the one in G are a bit brighter and open. No guitar. And the one in G. Okay, one more to do, and then that is the reels done, at least for 105. I have to do them again for probably 90 something and 70 something and 130 something, and then that'll be the reels completely done. But I'll do all that over the summer. I just want to get one for each group. Yeah, so let me see if we do. Let's just duplicate this and get the E minor one ready. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Probably don't want to record. I can only record one, so yeah, this is going to be slightly different than this one. For the one that was in A, I was able to record a low version, a high version, and a high version with arpeggios. In this one, because it's an E, I can only record a low version and a low one that's in arpeggios. So I don't need these two, which is the high versions. So I'm just going to get rid of these for a second, delete these two tracks. Yep. And yeah, I'll have different ornaments and stuff, so don't need all those. And I suppose I don't need this track, and I don't need the second one either. This is just to remind me what to record. I'll probably keep the Baron rhythm and the strumming the same. Maybe get rid of these octave thingies. Let me see. In fact, can I move those without causing too much damage? Yeah, let me see. I don't need those. Let's see. Now they are an A, aren't they? So that should be, I should be able to move these down into E. Whoops. Yeah, that should be okay. And let's do the same thing for this one. Let's move everything down. Extend this side just to hear what it sounds like. Yeah, okay, let's take those two. Paste them in here. Yeah, that should work. Okay. And let's see, that lines up with bar 17. Let's just copy paste this all the way across. It should hopefully line up with the Baron. So this is my sort of backing track for my backing track. I need something in the background to keep me in time, and this is what I use. So when I'm recording my bouzouki and maybe guitar as well, and also tin whistle and flute, if anyone wants that added in for whatever, at least have something that's uniform in the background that I can listen to while I'm doing it. I'm not listening to a click track. I'm actually listening to real accompaniment. This. Okay. Let's try laying down the bouzouki. space for this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so you have to make sure that it's absolutely in tune. I'm trying to make it as in tune as possible because, you know, it has to go with any instrument, really. Okay, so this is the bassy part. Just like the track 1 here is the bassy part, track 2 is going to be the bassy part, and then track 3 will be the arpeggiated, and track 5 will be the ornamented part. So let's just take it from the beginning. Okay. And this is going to be more the sort of broken chords, I suppose. Same thing. Let's go from, actually, let's take it from here. Yeah, and let's do some little ornaments, maybe some different ornaments this time. Yeah, okay, something like that. Doodle-dum. Okay. Definitely get caught something. Yeah. I used to get colds all the time, guys. You see, whenever I was working in schools, I was working as a what we would call maybe a peripatetic teacher, where you go into one school, another school, another school, and every single year I would get everything. Um, I was probably the carrier. I'm spreading it to everybody. Yeah, so there's no excuse for me coming down with something when most of my work now, all of my work is now done from home. So, you know what I've picked up. Okay, so just let me take a wee drink actually. I'm back. Apologies for that. Okay, same thing as before. Let's tidy it up. And let's just concentrate on the bass strumming. It's not really till there that the energy really sort of picks up. Now, I'm not going to move it. Now, I can tell, though, by looking at this, that I'm still out. You know, maybe there's just the processing or something, you know, trying to do this live, streaming it at the same time to YouTube, that it's like that by the time I've heard the click, the actual track has moved on to something else. So maybe I should be careful. But yeah, because I could tell that that's not. Yeah, I could tell those drums are out the whole way across there. Well, at least until we get to here. So maybe it's just my strumming. Well, yeah, maybe it might be my strumming that's the culprit here. Okay, well, if we just do that. And yeah, this should still be flexed polyphonic auto. Yep. Let's have a listen. Let's come in a wee bit early. And then let's stretch it out just a wee bit. Now, if I stretch this out, you see this should help line this up as well. What do you see? Yeah. There we go. That's that taken care of. Off the beat. Dum 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 little dum. Wee bit out there in the middle, okay. So we'll just cut it from here. Okay, what's going on? Where does it need cut? Is that meant to be a strum? Maybe I was thinking that was way out. You know, this should be lined up with this, but I think there may even be meant to be a strum in there. Yeah, there is. Okay, it's a titchy wee strum. Still doesn't sound in time to me though. Okay, so there. Yeah. You should be lined up. Yeah, and you guys need lined up a wee bit. Just a wee bit. But you actually don't need lined up with him, I have to remember that. What has that done? Let me hear. Okay, yeah, that's better. And that needs now to move in here. Like that. And I hopefully don't need to put any fade in and out there because that's just the same file. Yeah. Okay, there's a couple of rhythms I'm trying out there. That's why. About 4 rhythms now. 5. Maybe here. Yeah, that's a good place to stop because I don't want it to fade out. I want the energy to overlap. Okay, so there to there. Radio. So that was good that we did it without moving anything. You do this first. And then now we can make it sync and line up. So everything should be okay within itself. And we just got to make sure. Wow, that was scarily. I almost got that spot on within a 1,000th of a second. That's a first. Now does it line up though? Let's hear. Yeah, it works. Okay. And you see the way it's not the same as the last recording where, you know, there's stuff that overlaps, you know, the other stuff, you know, so that's what I mean, that every track is sort of going to be individual. And I wanted that. I didn't want every, you know, the D stuff to sound like the G stuff and the A stuff to sound like the E stuff. You know, it should have its own, it's just going to be strumming chords. So of course it will have a lot of familiarity, especially if it's at the same tempo. But you know, it should still have its own signature sound. You know, it doesn't sound too polished. I don't want it too polished, you know, so it's rough and ready, you know, because like these 4 things are now copy and pasted, but you know, they're overlapping. We're going to be overlapping with things that, you know, that weren't overlapped before. That makes any sense. Okay, so 1 2 1. If I paste, it gets me to 2 4 1. Let's just zoom all the way in and make sure. Yeah, there's a wee gap, but who cares? Doesn't have to be perfect, as they say. It's a wee gap. Oh, this time there's no gap. And this time there's no gap. And this time there's no gap. I don't know why there was a wee gap before, but there you go. No, there's a gap again. Okay. And again. And no gap. Oh, actually, there is a gap. Oh, and I'm way too far. Okay, so sometimes there's a gap, sometimes there isn't. Yeah. Make that. Let me just have a check here. Oh, almost nearly was perfect. Okay. Me. Back to the start. Don't need this top track anymore. Delete that. Just, and I know that it's not like the first one, or the last one that we just did. Okay. Now let's duplicate this and have it coming out of both sides. So the boron is here. If you've got decent headphones, guys, like I'm wearing Beyerdynamic headphones. If you're wearing like headphones that are, you know, if you're one of these audiophiles and you've got like, you know, $400 or $500 or pound, £400 or £500 headphones, you should be able to hear all these tracks exactly where I've put them. You know, like I can hear the extremes of that bouzouki way out at the back behind my ears, and the boron is like right here in front of me, which is where you want it to be. So anyone who's got like a really fancy setup, like even 5.1 speaker system and a big subwoofer or something, they might get the Boron coming out of the middle and then the Bazooki's coming out at the side. So it'll feel like a bit more like surround sound. Even though I haven't done any mastering or anything, it'll have a bit more of a interesting stereophonic effect, hopefully. Excuse me. Take a drink. Let's go. Okay, now what is this? That's the A stuff. Dum dimmy dum dimmy dum. Okay. I can now get rid of that, can't I? Yes. And then put this in there. Probably there. That's the dum. Let's line it up. Not very fancy, but yeah, it is what it is. Dum dibby dum dibby dum. Oh. That's more like a polka rhythm almost. Okay, 3 different rhythms. Bum dum diddy diddy bum dum diddy diddy bum. And back to the first. That's a good spot actually to cut. Right there. Okay, let's put him to the start and see. Oh, I missed it this time. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. I missed it by quite a whack that time. Let's zoom out. Back. Where did we end here? 131. Oh, yeah, it's good that we zoomed in, bringing you out a wee bit. Okay, so if I copy that again, and from 131, paste. Oh, paste it in the wrong place. Do that again. Yeah, okay, let me try this again. Paste. 261, okay, that's... Would it be 262, no? Maybe it's just 130 bars. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I thought it was 131, no? Math is not my strong. Maths. As we say here. I have Americans who correct me and say it's not maths, it's math. I always correct them and say, no, there's more than one. It's maths. It's mathematics. It's not I study mathematic. It's mathematics. So there is an S in it. I've started an argument. Okay, let me see 781. Where are we here? 911. 1041. 1171. Oh, a little bit over. Isn't that the year the Norman invasion of Ireland? 1171. Or anyone who's an historian? Copy and paste. Oh, 1301. Not the greatest year. Good year for music. The Ars Nova. It's just ever so slightly out. Alright. We'll just delete that then. It's probably a wee bit off then. Let's hear. No. That's spot on. Diddy bum, diddy bum, diddy bum, diddy bum, diddy bum, diddy bum. Bum da. Bum da dum da. Bum da 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 dum da 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 dum da da da. Bum da. Da dum da da bum da da dum. Bum da 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 dum da da da. Okay, so like 3 wee rhythms in there. I didn't realize I was doing that, but yeah, if it works, it works. And can we just paste it? Oh, what am I doing? I always forget option and drag. There we go. That's it. Paste it now. And let's take that off and have it coming out the other side. See what that sounds like. Yeah. That's nice. I like that. That's nice. That's my favorite one so far. The D and the E and the G sound good. The A's okay, but it's just because there were so many possibilities. Like I now have to split it up. I was hoping to get, you know, the high, the low, and the arpeggiated. But you see, whenever you're actually sort of restricted a bit more, like I wouldn't add a capo to get the high E, you know, or to get the high D. Just better having the instrument resonate, you know. But yeah, it's this one turned out really, really well. Let's hear. That didn't. That's better. That's not good. That's better. That could be a candidate. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Because I can tell by the waveform, I'm getting very used to seeing what looks a wee bit muffled. It should be da-da-da-dum, and you should see individual little wavelengths, but when you look at this and see it a wee bit more, you know, muffled in there in the middle. Whereas this looks a wee bit more definitive in the middle. Da-da-da-dum. So we're just going to take that and cut and just delete all of that. Now where should that be? Dum. Yeah, there. And again, let's just do that and then curve it a wee bit. That's not good. It's better. That's far better. I think that's probably the one. Yeah, that last one. I can probably should be able to tell like this last one of this is probably the best. When I stop, I'm like, okay, that last one was good. The others weren't. Okay, let's cut that and get rid of this. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, do this and this. Yeah, the last one's better. Okay, cut there, get rid of this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And again, just fade it out. Diddle-a-dum, 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 diddle-a-dum. You can make it as interesting as you like. Diddle-a-dum. Okay, so I've got the little rolls. That's not that good, I think. Let me hear that again. No. I tried to bend it, you know, da-da-dum, but it didn't work. Oh. I was trying to rush it there. That last one's good. Bum, 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 bum. There. There we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I tried it again. It's the tuning, yeah. Yeah. All rubbish. Let's see, is that any better? To this. I think this first one was cleaner. Yeah, that's much cleaner. Don't know what I was doing there. Ah, I had it right first time. This is all rubbish. Nope. Let's see in the next part. Ooh. I think it's just, that's not the left, like there's 2 ornaments you can do, you know, as you guys know, anyone who goes to the advanced Bouzouki course knows that you can do ornaments with your left hand and your right hand, you know, with the plectrum. So you can go diddle-a-dum, you know, up, down, down. That's really what we're doing there. Up, down, diddle-a-dum. Or you can do that with your finger, you know, with a pull-off or hammer-ons as well. So this one is these are the pull-offs. Diddle-a-dum. You can hear like the finger coming off. And here. Diddle-a-dum. Whereas these ones over here are just with the plectrum. Diddle-a-dim. You know, it's the same. It's not da-da-da-dum. It's diddle-a-dim. It's the same string. It's the same notes. Diddle-a-dee. So it's a different ornament. If I can play it. That is. Yay. Got there and it only took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tries to do it. Like I wasn't on stage. Yay! Finally, there it is. What's this? Oh, that's the dominant, so that's the tonic. And again, let's just bend back that and do that. Oh, that's a bit slow. That's like that's like a triplet rather than a roll. Yeah. Well, these are better. That's better. What's this then? Okay, this is the lower one. So this is the second course string. There we go. And let's make it bent. There we go. Rubbish. All right. Rubbish. Please tell me I did another one. Yeah. Yeah, it's slightly better. That's probably the weakest one of all of them, though. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just get rid of this and have that bent as well. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ornaments in this one. Okay, and none of them are too long. Like there's one there where I was going da 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 dum dum. Okay, so where are these going to go? Let's have everything. Maybe they're right at the start. Diddle-dum. Yeah. Oh, what's the volume in this? Oh, okay. All over the place. And it is coming out of both sides, isn't it? Yeah. Why is he so titchy? Maybe bring them up a wee bit wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Oh, it's because it's low. Right. Oh, yeah, better be careful of the other ones. I have to bring him up because he's it's hard to hear him. Hard to hear him too, but there you go. Good. I might want more than one of him, actually. It's a wee bit early. Okay, make him there. Yeah, I want him again. Actually, I like him. I want him twice. Do the same thing here as well. Let's hear it again. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was wondering why he's so loud. Those guys shouldn't be that loud. Yeah, bring you down. That's why they couldn't hear the ornaments. This is too loud. These guys should be down at 14 point something. Yeah. Why are you so loud? That's better. It was a wee bit quieter there. Just a wee bit too loud. Just bring that down, that section. Yeah. Too loud, yeah. Okay, so diddly-dum, you need to be brought down as well. Let's see. A wee bit more, it still stands out just a wee bit too much. Better. Same as the other one, actually. Same, yeah, you need to be down. Okay, maybe get rid of him. Let's keep it all low. Better. But I think he's in the wrong place. Yeah, you are. You should be in there. Yeah. Okay. Does that line up in any way? Yeah. And again, he's a bit quiet, so these guys need to be brought back up. Maybe not that much. Yeah, that'll do. It's a wee bit much. That's better. Oh. Okay. For the final part then, it's just we'll copy these guys out. See, they're a bit random. Like when I put them in, you know, these two close together, these two are a little bit close, these two are far apart, and there's, you know, there's no sort of, I'm not too strict on this comes in here and that comes in there. It should feel like it's improvised. Okay, so this comes in after how many bars? 16 into 16, third beat of bar 16. Okay. So the third 16 after this part here. So 250, what? 261. 16 is 277. And it's the third beat of 277. So how precise can I be here? Third beat of 277. Where are you? 277. Third beat of 277. 1, 2, 3. Will this line up? Wouldn't this be amazing if I got this right? Not really, but doesn't look like it. Nowhere near. Okay, well, maybe just move everything. I know that this works when it goes into another bar. So maybe this needs to line up with this. Maybe it was the one. Well, that's 1, 2. Yeah, I had it in fourth beat. That's the problem. Okay, so I put it in the wrong place. Let's hear that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. I don't think so anyway. Maybe it should go the other way. Do these line up? They kind of do actually, but not where you expect them to. Let's see, does this work? Sounds better. Okay, let's copy both of them now. Okay, so 16 bars after 251. I'm gonna try and do the same thing again. See, can I? It was 16 bars, wasn't it? Yeah, 16 bars. Oh, it's not beat 3. It comes in slightly earlier. That's why. Okay. Well, I'm never gonna get that right. We have to tidy that up. So, well, not tidy it up, but you know what I mean. Like, just do it by eye. What lines up and sounds good. 16 bars after that would be 231, 237. So 237, third beat in, and then we'll have to tidy it from there. 237. My goodness, we're not where I thought we would be, but okay. Maybe just move this forward then to there. What does that sound like? I don't know. As I say, it doesn't matter if it doesn't line up perfectly every time because we want it to sound a wee bit free and random. So it won't come in the same time every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Yeah. Yeah, copied over. So making sure that the audio is the same. It's maybe a wee bit lost actually. Let's just get rid of that for a sec just to see what does that sound like. Okay, yeah, just get rid of those little parts. Okay, there and there. Okay, now let me just try and copy and paste in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, isn't it? I'm just gonna keep copying until I figure out stop. This will be the last part. Okay, so 16 bars after this should be 1051, 1057. And I'm just going to copy it from there to see what happens. And way out, yeah. We'll get rid of that. 1057, where are you? Probably there. Let's hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Okay, why can I not go? Let me see. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Yeah. Cool. Now, make sure to do this just in case I accidentally export a load of silence again. There we go. Cool. That's the E minor. Like I say, it's E minor. It could be E major for all we know, because there's no, it's just lots of fifths and, you know, E's and B's. There's no G naturals or G sharps. Da, 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 dum. So that could be for major or da, 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 dum. You have no idea. So that's like a pentatonic, almost that sort of type of melody, or I don't know. It's not even that. There's not enough notes in it really. Da, 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 dum. It's only 4 notes. Okay. As I say, we do have the full boron rhythm already exported, so all we need to do is just bounce this and then we're good to go. Just double check to make sure everything is where it needs to be. Yes. That's going to sound nice. Let's go back to the start and just bounce it all. That looks right. 16-bit MP3. Nothing too fancy. It's just a backing track. Desktop, yes. Please. There we go. Wow, guys, we got a heck of a lot done there. You know, so if you're following along with your project at home, yeah, you don't have to copy my things exact, guys. I know some of you guys wanted, you know, exactly the same. You can, if you want to do that, you know, making your own boron rhythms with the same plugins I'm using. You've got the whole list of what you guys use in your course. So, and also the free stuff that I use as well. So if you want to use all that, yeah, go for it. But the main thing is that when you are recording your bouzouki or the guitar, make sure when you're doing that you do it kind of simplistic and open. Try not to do too many different rhythms and try not to do too many complicated things at once. You want one track where it's just simple strumming. You want another track where it's just you doing the arpeggiated stuff, and then maybe another track doing the little ornaments. Don't try and do it all in the one track, because as you guys can see, there's sometimes I want those ornaments to be loud and sometimes I want them to be quiet. There's sometimes I want the when I go through this and master it someday, if I ever get the time, is I may want, like, you know, different parts of the performance to be louder and other parts to be softer, you know, in relation to each other. So we've just done very basic mixing here. Like, we haven't really mastered anything, or, you know, we haven't added anything to the master track. You know, it's all individual tracks that we've edited here. So there's nothing, you know, terribly fancy about it. And that's the way you should want it, because at the end of the day, this is just for accompanying yourself. You know, you're not releasing this out as a CD. You can, if you want to. Yeah, you can have it. And, you know, your performance, you playing is the main thing. But I would probably turn a lot of this way down and try and get somebody live in to actually accompany you. It sounds so much more authentic and lively rather than just, you know, having all the tracks in the background like this. The hardest part would probably be getting the boron recorded. I was very lucky with what I'm using here, that I was able to sort of get it, you know, correct and make it as I go, you know, every single individual strike, you know, and make sure that's the boop that I want, that's the doot, that's the one I want, that doom, and then go through my track and put all those in the right place where I want them. Yeah, that takes a bit of effort, but once you've done it once, like, I haven't touched the boron, I haven't touched the strum. I just keep that the same for every project now. So why change that if you've put that amount of effort in? But you will have to record your accompaniment in the key that you want. Don't just record it in D and then, if you want to put it into E, just, you know, transpose everything up into E, because it does warp the wave file, the actual wave sound. Okay, these are not good, you know, for just transposing, and you'll end up warping it, and it doesn't sound good either. You're better just re-recording everything. And also it makes every track its own little individual thing. Even though when we listen to this will sound, for most of you guys, I think this will sound just the same as the other ones. But it is, as you can see, we started from scratch with this one. You should be able to hear how this is different when you've played along with it a few times. It does have its own sound. So this is the one in E. I'm just going to make sure it doesn't start bad. Okay, good. Here's the one in A. Hear the difference? D. Yeah, I probably will get rid of the guitars. It's too wow. Yeah, so I will record that one again for you guys and upload it without the guitars. It's just too bassy. G. Okay, so the handy thing is, just say I wanted to, you know, just give you an example of what this would be like. I shall just add my whistle. Okay, hopefully you guys can still hear me. In the video I'm open, just gonna double check. Actually, I'll go over to whatchamacallit, YouTube, and just check to make sure that my audio is coming through. G. And still hear me. In the video I'm open, just gonna double check. Actually, I'll go over to, yeah, it's quite quiet, but that'll do. Okay, so if I just play, let me see, just give me the A one. Okay, so it gives you an idea of like that's the sort of comfortable speed that I play reels at, about 105. I know they go a lot faster, and I will record Bouzouki and everything at a faster pace. But yeah, it is coming along, as you guys can see. I've done the jigs, all the jig keys and all the reel keys. I'll probably add in a couple of weird ones like the B. Because there is B Aeolian. If you've got this sort of key. I can't remember the name of this thing. Because I haven't played this in years. Well, that's like the musical priest. Yeah, so there are a couple of tunes like that. They're in that B minor, B Aeolian, which I will make because that's the only one left. And I may even, if I'm pushing the boat out, do like pentatonic F sharp as well, because there are a few tunes that are actually in the F sharp pentatonic key. So yeah, well, there's two or maybe two more to do, but those are by far the most common ones, guys. The G, the E, the D, and the A. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna actually rename those while we're here. I don't know why I've called them E minor. They shouldn't be. Let me just go back. Get rid of the whistle. There we go. Back to normal here. Hopefully. Yeah, so it's not E minor. It can be E anything. So I'm just going to get rid of all those. Do the same here as well. Jig. Oh, there it is there. Yeah. So yeah, and it's nice actually having the two bar-on ones as well. So everyone should be able to hear the difference between the jig and the reel. Yeah, so you should get a feel for the rhythms as well once they're all done. The polka, the hornpipe, the slide, the slip jig, the reel, the march, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we'll get there over the summer. This is the big project over the summers to get all this down, and use this in all the teaching that's coming. So for any of you guys who are signed up to my courses, you're going to get sort of like free access to this. You're my guinea pigs for this once the app is done. To sort of test it out and tell me what you think. Yeah. But we'll get there. So we'll leave it there for tonight, guys. Yeah, and I shall see you again next week when we do another practice with me. So do like and subscribe if you're into the videos. If you're just visiting, if you're not even part of any of my online courses, yeah, head on over to the website if you're interested to join one of them, or reach out and contact me if there's anything you individually or personally want to learn music wise. So yeah, I'll see you next time, next Tuesday, 6:15, practice with me, and then we'll be here again next Wednesday for Ask Me Anything. So yeah, I've got a few surprises for next week, which I needed to do this stuff for, so it'll be an interesting one next week. Okay. See you next time, guys. All the best.